Well, I don't know if you guys saw or not, but this linkage had come real bad loose. It just, I guess that's peened in there. But anyway, I tack welded on if y'all saw the short. Works really good now. I have adjustment on the idle now. I made another port for the fuel pressure regulator. I didn't want to run those both off the same thing, because if you bleed out the manual boost controller, it would have bled boost pressure away from the fuel pressure regulator, and we didn't want that, so we made a separate port for the fuel pressure regulator. And now we're putting on a Willis is helping me. Say hi, Willis.
Hey.
He did the 6-foot trophy race last night, made it to third round.
Third round. Yeah.
Willis wins a lot over there, and I was going to make some videos of him racing, and I did, but they blasted the music so loud you can't put that on YouTube when they do that. They was jamming out.
Did you find a little small clamp? You just want to do that later?
Yeah. I got one of those. Unless you think a regular clamp will work better.
Regular clamp will work better if you got one skinnier.
Yeah. But I'll show y'all in that bucket too. But for the 12AN leaks, y'all may have saw in the other videos, I'm using these Orals conical, I don't know, conical seals or something like that. We're supposed to just be able to put them right in the AN fit in there and screw it back on. It's supposed to seal it. So both that 12AN fittings barely leaking at the pump, barely leaking at the tank, barely on both sides. And we need a lighter blow-off valve spring. Chris has those ordered, but we already put the carburetor on and started up. It starts right up, man. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, before, where this thing didn't have, where it was moving around on this, I didn't have no adjustment for idle, but now I've got adjustment for idle, so I think it's going to work good. So, the one by the pump, I did tighten it up a little bit. The 12ANs that were leaking on the previous video. There's only one 12AN line that goes from the tank to the filter to the pump. Well, filter and pump are together. But yeah, I tightened the one up by the pump and it quit leaking. But I've tightened this back one, and it would not quit leaking. So, put that jewel in there, and it just sets right on there. You unscrew this, you take that off, you stick it on there and screw this back on. Look at that, done. It ain't leaking at all at the back of the nut now. And that one up there, I was able to just tighten it and it quit leaking. See how good this S22 can zoom in? Yeah, see, it's not leaking anymore. So yeah, we're all set on the, oh, drop the phone on the fuel leaks. It is still leaking where the gauge goes in right here, and I mean barely, but it's not even enough to drip. And you wouldn't even tell it unless you stuck a blue rag under there and wiped. You'll see a little bit. But Christopher's getting another gauge, because that one only goes to 16, I think. 15. So at 8 pounds of boost, that gauge is going to be capped out. So yeah, next thing to do is to drive it around and test it. What do you think, Willis?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
See if this thing won't run.
Let's do it to it. Well, the blow-by is getting worse in this thing. I know y'all can see that on the GoPro there, hopefully. But, yeah. It's pushing the dipstick out. That's oil. And that's oil all up the windshield. So, hopefully we can get a couple more races out of it. But, it's going to have new rings pretty soon. That nitrous, we hit this thing numerous times with nitrous. But, it seemed to run cool and everything like that. And, yeah, everything seemed to work good. It's just way too fat. We're going to have to lower the jets in the front and the back quite a bit. Y'all stay tuned. Hopefully, we're going to try to get a locking dipstick and try to get a few more passes out of it before we have to pull it out this winter and go back through it. But, yeah, definitely going to need a locking dipstick or something to hold that dipstick in there. I'm just checking that again after the drive. Still not leaking. That's all good. Alright, so going to lower the jets in the front and the back a little bit until we can get the cruise around. I'll probably mess with the idle mixture screws a little bit too to lean the idle out. And then I'll put a smaller jet. I'll lower the jets in the front until we can get a good AFR at cruise. On carburetor, I like E85. I like to see around 13.5 at cruise, and then I'll from there we'll see where the AFR is on under boost. But I'll lower, and once we get the front jets right for the cruise, and then I'll raise the back jets as needed until we're at 11.5 under boost. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to try to figure out about how much I want to lower them front jets, and then we'll lower that, and then we'll give her another try. But y'all like and subscribe, and we'll keep y'all updated on how these cars are doing.